Wednesday. Yes, I got it right. It's a Wednesday. So, welcome back to our live streaming. Hi, Instagram. I hope you can see me well. I don't know what's happening today on Instagram. My side doesn't look like the light is okay. Oh, I haven't put on my mic. Sorry about that. Let me just put on the mic for Instagram quickly. Okay. So, and we live on Facebook and what is this? YouTube. So welcome, guys. Welcome. I am just getting the sound correctly done for Instagram. I forgot that. Okay, so we're good. Let me know if you can hear me. Welcome. Say hi as you come in and I don't know, say where you are tuning from this evening. So today I had the weirdest days in terms of who I was coaching. I was coaching everybody from everywhere, like from Zimbabwe to Scotland, in the UK, and all this stuff. Yay. I was all over the world today, the whole entire planet. I felt like I was everywhere today. So I hope you're having a lovely, lovely Wednesday. And then, of course, this morning, my goodness, my day was amazing. And then, of course, this morning we went for river cleansing with a bunch of ladies. There was like, how many of us? I think 9 of us or 10, I'm not sure. We had lovely, 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 lovely river cleansing. It was quite cold, but once you get into the water, it's warm, and I mean, everybody had a lovely time. So today I was just like, you know what? I'm so happy. But anyway, I think the real good thing and the real thing that's really making me happy is that we are having our new moon. It is today. Today is the day, and I'm going to talk about the new moon. I love the new moon so much. Why? Because the new moon is time for fresh beginnings. I just love the new moon so much. You know, I mean, the past full moon almost killed us, guys. We almost died because of the past new full moon. I mean, the past full moon almost finished me. Like, sicishe sashona, guys. Sicishe sashona, literally. So this new moon, I'm happy, and it's good for us. It's just like, it's like, you know, a comfort thing after that storm that was full moon. So yeah, let me know what's in your mind this evening. We're gonna try and keep this short, but who knows, you know, things happen. So let me check the comments. I see. Great. Oh, somebody from Bombela. This is amazing. Nice. Thank you for joining us. Somebody else says, yes, the color. Yellow is the color. Yay! I love my nails, guys. I love this color. And then she says, I'm scared of the 65K. Geez, wow. Seriously? I am like going through the most with the news that is out today. We're dealing with several things in South Africa. If you're not in South Africa, we're dealing with a pastor that won a daddy or a pastor. I don't know, he must choose which one he wants to be. And then we are dealing with somebody else who's got a 65K bill. I don't know, guys, like continuing and spend a million, because I mean, like, why is it like so scary? Because I mean aren't we all well, anyway, so I am not going to upset myself about such things. Well, the other part is very funny. The other one is the one that is really triggering me is the pastor thing. I just wish somebody can, you know, so a lot of people can write those long posts and say bad things about the pastor so that I don't have to do it. You see, there is my shadow out there. I want other people to do the dirty job. So I wish, you know, people can just come up and write long posts and say all stuff, this pastor. So then I can be like, yeah, you've done it. Because I really want to tell the pastor where to get off. But let's leave the pastor alone. Because he is just going through his own life thingings, and it's none of our business what it is, because I'm triggered by it. So of course it is my business, because I am triggered by it. Everything that triggers you is just a part of you. If it doesn't trigger you, it's none of your business. If it does, it is your business. Okay, so welcome everyone. We're talking about the new moon. I am so excited. We're going to talk about all the amazing things about the new moon and leave all the other things that are not maybe our business or not. Dondi says pasta isn't even triggering me. I'm triggered by the 65k. Dondi is triggered by money. Hey Murendi, Dondi is triggered. I wish I was triggered by money. Today is the day where I wish money could trigger me. Like, can I have money? Because I can say so much about money. I don't know what to say about the pasta, but the pasta is triggering me. And I feel that if I start talking about the pasta, I might say things I don't want to say. But money is easy. I just, the 65k, I'll do good. I'll do great. I don't know why the Lord didn't give me the 65k today. I don't know why. Randy says I'm triggered by the 65k. You took 3 hours to sort the 65k. Damn, I haven't. I was like, you know what? I think I need to cut course around this past, because yay, man. 65k. I like, nothing happened to me. Nothing happened. Monica says, speak your truth. More like speak my drama right around the past. Because guys, the good thing about this triggering is that, even if a person has written the whole entire post, they are not talking to the 65k. They are talking to themselves, and they are saying everything about themselves in that big long post about them talking about the 65k, when they're blaming everybody, and everybody there is them. So just like to tell the whole entire world where you are currently in your life is amazing. Like, everybody that writes those big posts, they're talking about themselves, because they don't know anybody of the people with the 65k. They don't know what the 65k people are going through. They have no idea. Guys, one day, of course, it's so easy to hear something on the radio or on the news and you start talking about it. So one day, one of my very close friends was on the news. So unfortunately, I don't know if it's fortunately or unfortunately, this time I knew the backstory, and then I knew the story on the news. And I was like, no, man, people are actually focusing on the part that is not the story. I was shocked of how much, it's like the news told something that is the story, but that is not really the story. But then I was now knowing the real news. And I was like, no, guys, I wish you knew the right one, because then you can talk about it. You can all talk about it. So, of course, from then, I knew for sure that if anybody talks about something, they are not talking about it because most of the time, we don't know these people. We've never met them. We've never talked to them, but we know what to say about them, because we are not talking to them. We're talking to ourselves. So Nami, I really want to write a long letter to the pastor, just talking to myself. Do we say on other news, the trick is not to move too much, just in case. Oh, the blanket shows. Thank you, Doom. Thank goodness there is actually a blanket there, because Doomy, you have no idea what I was doing during lockdown. Thank you so much, Doomy. Thank you so much. And this blanket is my Mother's Day gift. It is so comfy. It is so warm. They know me, this house, that I'm so scared of cold. Okay, so hey, Cindy. Cindy says, I'm triggered by Mkhulub Telesi telling people that he's not an Oh my goodness, I didn't see that one. He's telling people he's not an S. Oh no, life is so hard. Okay, and then Dundee says, I've already told people who switch off the geyser to stop talking because they are annoyed. Yeah, now guys, we need one day to talk about people who switch off the keys. Why? Why? The keys, like the thought of going into the shower or in the bath and finding that your water is cold because you forgot to switch on the geyser because you switched it off. Guys, now that's triggering me. Why must you switch off the geyser? Why? Does it really make any difference? I don't believe it does. I don't know, but I just do not believe it does. So yeah, do not trigger me right now. Okay, we need to get to the topic of the day, guys. So new moon May 2021 is in the sign of Taurus. Taurus is the sign of our money and resources. Now, this means what, guys? It's chill at the time. This new moon is just bringing us the greenbacks only. So, guys, I am begging you right now, use this time to make the cash. Please, 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 please don't let this go. We don't know when we're going to get another new moon in Taurus. You see, you see, it's new moon, it's beginning, it's starting afresh, it's gaining more. In Taurus, in the house of our monies, our resources, which means what? More new beginning money. Please do not waste this energy. So I'm going to really, really, really talk to you nicely, tell you how to use the energy. Do not mess with this energy. We don't know when it's going to come back again. It is going to come back, but we don't know when. So I mean, guys, we've gone through too much already. This year is too much. And I mean, just like the past full moon, life was hard. Let us try to use this for our good. Please, I am asking you, the task that I'm going to give you today, go and do them because they will change your life. Because really, the whole entire planet right now is just on the money. I mean, and I've noticed that almost all the clients that I had yesterday and today, they were just like all about money, 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 money. It is that season. We are in that season of money. So please, I'm begging you nicely, use this time. We don't know when we're going to have this energy again. You know, this energy be like cleansing, releasing. I don't like those things. No, I just want the energy to always be about when are we getting more money. So this is the season. Please, 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 I beg you, I beg you, I beg you, I beg you. And the good thing, guys, tomorrow. So the energy of all the moons is in 3 days. So it's the day before, it's the day of the moon. That if it's a new moon or a new moon or a full moon, and the next day. So guys, today is what? I need it. Today is Wednesday. So tomorrow is Thursday. Thursday is a good day to manifest money. It is during new moon in Taurus. Guys, tomorrow we're getting triple the luck. Please, I am going to give you stuff today. You will start to do them today, but I need you to just like do them a lot more tomorrow. If I can tell you the stuff I'm doing tomorrow, you'll be shocked. You'll be shocked, but it's happening. Tomorrow, guys, you take out all your everything you've got, you put on the table, you use it. Every manifestation trick you have under you know, not even under, like in esquamens zakho lesi sakudala sanini, find them and use them tomorrow. Tomorrow is a triple lucky day in the spiritual realm because it's just Thursday, money, new moon, money. Well, I'm going to talk about more because we are having a feminine moon. This is it's in a feminine energy. So it's all about that creation mode. So I am begging you before we start that you do this perfect. Okay, Ntabi saying is on the way. She's going to watch you later. Ntabi saying you will join us later. So guys, make sure you're clicking on what? Subscribe, like, and what? The other thing, all the stuff you need to click, like, yes, share. You click on share, and then we're gonna start just now. Somebody else is asking, Busikonja, how do we know we were born under which moon? Yeah. I'll give you. No, man, literally go to the calendar. and look at the day you were born and look where the moon was that day. Nice, easy, easy, easy. I was born during full moon, so oh man, full moon, yo. Ooh, 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 me and full moon, we don't mix well. So hence, I'm very happy about this season of new moon. All right, so let's get into it. Now, this new moon, let's talk about the feminine energy. It is giving us, it is an energy that is in the femininity. So that what does that mean? Feminine is about, hi Didi. Feminine is about creating, not doing. So masculine is about doing. So when you are working with your masculine energy, which is coming up, I think the next full moon we're gonna be, it might be energy that's masculine that needs us to do act. This is an energy that wants us to create, to build, to create. So I'm gonna explain that. Now, the good thing is that the new moon is a time that is allowing us to do things at our own pace, things that we want, while the full moon is magnifying and it's a little bit forceful and it's a little bit telling us what to do. So the full moon is always like, you shall. You know, when the full moon comes and it says time for healing, it's like, you will heal today. And you're like, no, but this is so hard. I don't want to heal today. The full moon is like, yeah, you had the rest of the month to heal. Now you didn't do the healing the whole of this month. And then today you're going to heal by force. And then you're breaking and you can't sleep. And then you are traumatizing people, you're traumatizing yourself because all that healing is happening all of at the same time. Because, I mean, it needs to happen, and the full moon ayikuncengi, the full moon ayisincengi, the full moon iyasitshela ukuthi what must happen. It's just like, you shall do it when I say you shall do it. So the new moon is good because it allows us to go as far as we want. It says to us, what do you want? I can give it to you. What do you want? You know, then we can say 1, 2, 3. We can say, I want R1, and that's it. Or we can say, I want 50,000, and you know, that's what we get. So that is a good thing and a bad thing. It could be a bad thing because you ask less, you do the at least things, at least, or you could literally go for gold, because there is that part also. But normally we were taught to just keep to ourselves and not ask too much and not be too much and not ask all the money we need to ask, and ask just a little bit so that we can survive, have a job just so that we can pay our bills type thing. Okay, so we shouldn't be doing that. Okay, number one. Is number one or number two? Yeah, we're number two already. Okay, so it is a time for a quantum jump, a quantum leap, a quantum reaching, if you want to call it that. But quantum jumps and quantum leaps is like, you get 3 points to gain things that you wouldn't have gained in a normal situation. It's like a bonus period, you know, some sort. So a lot of times, you know, there's a nice Bible scripture. Gabo, you're making noise, boy. There's a nice Bible scripture that says there will be a wealth transfer, like a automatic wealth transfer, like the wealth will transfer from one hand to the next, and the one that is receiving has not done much, but just be present and be in alignment to receive. So we are at that time right now. So this moon is bringing us that bonus period time of saying, yay, you've always wanted this, you can have it now. You don't have to struggle for it. It can just come to you easily if you allow it to come. Okay, so that is what is happening right now. We are getting the extra points to get the bonus of the things that we want. But then again, that I'm saying is that don't waste it. Then you are at a bonus point, and then when you ask for just enough, don't do that. Okay, so it's definitely time for a new beginning and a new start. As I was saying, it is that time for you to make sure that you knowing what you want. A lot of times we don't know what we want. There's so many times I'm in a session and the person I'm saying, what do you want? They have no idea. What do they want? It's like they come to a session and they're like, Busi, tell me what's my problem. No, I don't want to know. I don't want to know what your problem. I don't want to deal with your problems. I want to get you what you want. I'm like, that's a good question. What do I want? So if you do not know what you want, you can't create it. So do not make that mistake of not knowing what you want. This full moon, and then I'm getting to number 4, number 5, whatever number is, the next thing is this. It is a time for us to reflect. It is a time for us to retreat. And it might feel like in the next 3 days, like things are too dark, like nothing is moving much. Nothing is happening. Like you were waiting for a contract, nobody's saying anything. You were waiting for a client to sign up, nobody's saying anything. You've made an application, nobody's saying anything. No, 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 no. It's not that things are going bad. Things are actually good. So relax and retreat and know what you want, because that's what feminine energy is about. Feminine energy, women are always about that darkness and secretive stuff, and then boom, boom, boom. She's something you never thought. So that is the energy. The feminine energy works behind the scenes. It's never in front. It does the behind the scenes. That's why they say behind every successful man is a woman. You see, the feminine energy has made the masculine energy show up. So it's like, oh wow, he's amazing. But guess what? Da da da. Backstage is where the thing happened. We see a nice movie, but Nakutua behind the scenes, we're like, oh my god, the behind the scenes, it's not pretty, but that's where the good stuff is made behind the scenes. The stuff that we see, the masculine that we see in front, is not really what is happening. So right now you might feel like you're in the dark zone, but you need to relax, because in the dark zone you cannot do things, you cannot act. So do not act in the dark zone, because you're going to cut yourself. If you were to cook in the dark zone, it's not going to work. You're going to chop your fingers. So in the dark zone, you sit down, you reflect, and you create. You use your emotions. That's what women use. You use your intellectual mind behind the scenes. You sitting and you creating and you building up your world. And I'm going to show you how you do that. Okay? So when you see Ngati, things are not moving right now, it's not because they are not moving. They are definitely moving, but they are moving behind the scenes. When you watch the theater, you see the things that are happening here, but behind they are changing costumes, they are doing makeup, they are all the stuff that happens behind the scenes. I mean, like every time I'm in a show, I'm like, guys, the stuff you do behind the scenes, I mean, that stuff is scary. I mean, but like whoever sees the front is like, oh my god, this is great, but they have no idea what's happening. The other side is so messy, but nobody ever sees that part. So that is what you could be experiencing right now. Behind the scenes, things are just like happening, and then you sitting there like, God is not answering my prayers. No, don't do that. The behind the scenes is happening, and it's really brewing there. Like stuff that is top notch is being cooked there. So use the time. When you're seeing that things are not moving in your life right now, use the time to sit back, retreat, reflect, recharge your batteries, because guess what? Showtime, you have to bring in your masculine energy and perform. Now, this is not for women. Feminine energy is not just for women. Masculine energy is not just for women. When it's feminine energy, men also need to go and create. When it's masculine time, women also need to go and show up. So guess what? You have to use the time for behind the scenes to recoup your energy, to recharge your batteries. And then because when showtime shows up, you have to show up with that masculine energy and act. But you can't act if you did not take the time to do the behind the scene. You did not take the time to fix yourself. So now, I've got a coaching academy where I coach coaches to become coaches. I get them accredited and all that stuff. That's amazing. Now, this May is the month of we are doing stabilization. and we are stabilizing their whole entire process of running this coaching business, this coaching, calling this coaching practice. And it is a good time to stabilize right now because we are having this feminine energy. It is to do the behind the scenes. It's not to show up more, but it's to do more behind the scenes. And when you're doing more behind the scenes, it's more creating than doing. But you are creating what a stable process behind the scenes. So yes, that is it. So the next thing on this list is that you need to count your stock. So sometimes, and this happens a lot. You have no idea how much this happens. Is that one day you had this amazing job and it was great and you loved it, and then you've kept it for 15 years. 15 years later, this is no longer a great thing to you, but you're holding on to it like, oh my God, my job, I will die if it's not here. Yeah. It was good 15 years back, but today it's not. You bought a car 15 years ago. It was brand new. It was the top range. Today it's not. Get a new one, please. So, a lot of times people hold on to things that worked way back, that you had a relationship, this person was sprinkled and nice and everything, but today they are not the thing. So level up. We are born. So it could be a job, it could be a client, a certain target market you were dealing with. I'm sorry, I don't have enough money, I need a discount, Guess what? That was a season and it was good. You appreciated that they were coming, at least they were giving you something. Today, you are no longer at that place. Please level up. Get out. It's no longer the thing. Like, now you wear delela. No, it's not right. But there was a time where that was okay because it was on style and everything, but then it went out of style. So it's time for now to say what things in my life were great then, they are not great anymore. Yep. Level up, understand what needs to go out, clean up your space, recount and take up the stuff that is not longer in need out of your life, so then you can actually have. Maybe this job was great then. Now you need to be a CEO. You are busy not being a CEO because you're holding on to something that was good way back then. Get the new one. Get the new business. Get the new whatever that you need to get. Even if I don't know what it is, it's hairstyle or something. But a new body, a summer body, a winter. Don't get a winter body. Even if it's winter, no, it's not right. So find out what needs to be restocked, what needs to no longer be on stock, so that you can create what needs to happen. You can create the new job, you can create the new relationship. I'm not saying leave your wife. I'm just saying you can be a better husband. Like you can afford, electricity. Yeah, how much? So I saw this other post, but abanye bakaliswa. Let's continue. Okay, so next thing, feminine energy is all about standing in your power. Now, the funniest thing is that all the time, feminine energy is behind the scene, but feminine energy, when it does show up, it always show up with stability. Everyone knows in the planet that when things go wrong, everybody cries up for their mama, because that is the only person will stand with you most of the times. Like 99% of the time, your mama is the one. Nobody ever calls their papa when things go wrong. Like few people do, but like not many. So I saw this other video on Instagram. They put these two small kids, like 2 and 3, and they say the mommy must go this way, the daddy must go this way. They said, who would the children follow? Oh, like so many times the kids followed the mother. The kids followed them. So when the daddy and the mommy were running away, they followed the mommy instead. I don't think they'll follow the daddy. Like, if there's something that's killing us, daddy must fix. Nah, they were following their mama. So we all know what stands the test of time? Feminine energy. So feminine energy shows up. I mean, things can go so wrong in a family, but when there's a woman, you can trust that we're gonna have some food at the end of the day. I mean, women always make a plan. We all know that. So feminine energy is about standing in your power. So do that. Do that. Even if it's just standing in what you believe in, standing in what you deserve. And standing in your power could be living things that you don't deserve. Like Monday, we're talking about the thing of closure. Don't do it. Check that video. I don't want to go there. Okay, so the next thing is that be authentic and be true to yourself. So that is the other thing that again, I mean, we all know when you have done something wrong, once your grandmother starts talking to you, she's going to tell you the real truth. She's not going to sugarcoat nothing. She's going to tell you the whole truth. So feminine energy comes with authenticity. Most of the time, it comes with truth. It comes with all those good things. I mean, of course, life happens, but feminine energy stands for those things. So when you are practicing that a lot, it works. So, I mean, when I was starting this career 8 years ago, a lot of people were like, "Oh my goodness, Pussy, you are such an authentic person," and I'm actually a very masculine personality in my corner, but when I'm at work, I'm working with feminine energy because that's the energy that can heal people. So, and for me to be able to really heal somebody, I have to be authentic. If a person puts their problem on the table, I have to put mine. I mean, my clients have had the most gruesome stuff that I go through in life just because I have to be that authentic with them, showing them that I really, really understand what they are going through because I've been there. And of course, the clients that comes to me are the ones that have the same problems or the same problems I've had. So me being authentic with them heals them. Literally just that heals them. So, but you've had 40 million rand debt, and I'm just crying. I've got 500,000. Hi, man. Most people come out of debt just because they understand that it's not bad, and you're like, huh? It's actually not bad. So authenticity is something that was gonna win right now. So be authentic in you asking for the salary increase. Be authentic. Be authentic in you wanting what you want. So if it's a new business, be authentic. Don't just do a business because they say it's going to give you extra cash. You don't want extra cash in life. You want all the cash, not extra. I don't know why people ever get excited about extra cash. Like when a person says, I will get extra cash, I don't know. I feel so offended all the time. That's another thing that triggers me. Why do you think I deserve extra cash? Like extra cash sounds like no, man, no, that's not right. So you don't want extra cash. You want all the cash. Like, don't tell me this thing's gonna give me extra cash. Tell me this thing is gonna. Gee, wow. Okay, so also allow the things that are uncomfortable to happen, the things that are necessary. So those conversations that are uncomfortable. So asking maybe for a raise will be uncomfortable. Asking for less time at work will be uncomfortable, but it is time to ask those questions. It is time to have the conversation. It is time to say, by the way, I'm done with this drama. Like whatever conversation you must have. Feminine energy is about having. I mean, we all know that most men are scared of when a woman says we need to talk, they go into like, they know it's gonna happen. They're gonna get it. So women are good with uncomfortable conversations. I mean, men always try to run from uncomfortable conversations because they are more about doing and women about talking mostly. So, and we create by talking. God said, let there be light, and there was light. Let there be this, and there was that. So God talked. He used feminine energy to create the whole entire world plus you. So, yeah, wow. So the next thing is that do not fear to go back to the drawing board. So many people are scared of the drawing board. So many people are scared of just looking themselves in a mirror and saying, no, I'm in a crappy relationship. I'm in a crappy job. I'm in a crappy friendship. I'm in a crappy, I don't know, whatever. Oh, my body is crappy right now. Oh, my business is crappy right now. Don't be scared. Do not fear to look at the drawing board because it's a good time to create what you want. Oh, my body is crappy right now. Okay, fine. Let me create one. Like I've just literally started again doing my squats, and wow, you should never stop because yay, the pain I'm in, wow. But yeah, I need to wear my 9-inch heels, so the squats are for that reason because I can't have shoes that are, my shoes are expensive. I need to wear them. There's no way I can let those shoes sit in there. I need to wear those shoes. So if the squats is how I'm going to wear them, I will do the squats. So yeah, now let's get to the good stuff. What must you do? So feminine energy is about not doing practical things, doing spiritual things. So feminine energy is the one that does the magic. Masculine energy is the one that implements the magic. So I've talked about so many times about masculine energy, how in the marriage you should use it. That's not the day for that talk today. Today we're talking about how you're using this energy. So now we are going to get into the fact that it's not a practical zone, it's a spiritual zone. So you're going to do manifestation work. What is manifestation work? Manifestation work is all the teeny tiny amazing things that you do with your mind and with your energy. So I'm going to share with you those just right now, about now. And then number 2 is that do not distract yourself. Use this time to dream and create. Like I was saying, do not fear to look into the board and say, this is wrong, this is not going right, this needs change, because you are given all the resources and all the energy right now to change this thing. Hence, you cannot use this energy when you don't finally get to decide that, actually no, this thing needs to change. So you should use this energy to change this thing. So do not distract yourself and hope you don't have to ever think about it, and then later 15 years later you have the same car you had back then because you're scared of changing. I don't know. You see that this thing is old. This thing is very, very old. Do not stay in old things and say just because at least. No. Okay. So last thing before we talk about the how to, ego. So it's not time for the ego. Ego is masculine and it helps. There's a time for ego. There's time for everything under the sun. But this period is not for the ego. This period is for your inner guidance. You have to use your inner guidance, not your ego. Your ego is the one that says, okay, so let me explain to you. Your ego knows what's wrong, but your ego will try to justify what's wrong. Your inner guidance will know what's wrong, and your inner guidance will say, how can I change this about the problem? So we've been taught to always work with the ego, to always be justifying things and trying to not look bad. Because, if my boss finds out that I'm stupid, then I'm done. But then maybe if you find out that you're stupid, he can actually teach you how to do this thing right, So we are at the time where we should not be trying to justify why you are still in a crappy relationship, why you are still in a crappy job, why you are still in a crappy friendship, because they're my day ones. I don't know, because what will I say? How do I leave them? No, you click leave the group, you leave it, and WhatsApp will say Buse has left the group. It's fine. That's how you do it. You don't have to explain it. So try to not use your ego right now. You need your ego for your feminine vibes. During masculine vibes. During masculine vibes, it's fine to use your ego, because during masculine vibes, you are doing, and sometimes people, you say you are doing wrong things, and you tell them, climb the trees. I almost said the wrong word. Climb the trees and go see your ancestors and ask them, I'm doing whatever I'm doing here. Get over it. The ego works there, and it's a good place for it there. But there are places where the ego, especially when you are finding out what is wrong with you, do not use the ego. When you are now doing, use the ego. Because then people will let you not do what you need to be doing. Mangabe you're busy, like they say, oh no, we think starting a business you're gonna be hungry. You say, let's try it. Let me see. Go and ask whoever you must ask if Mina I'm wrong, because I don't care what you think. That is you when you use the ego, you see the difference. So the ego is not a bad thing, but know when to use it. When it's in a behind the scene, you really wanna not use it there because it's gonna mess up. If a person said pink doesn't look good on screen, do not try to do the pink. Try to find out why they're saying pink doesn't look good on the screen, because you might just find out a lot of other information. So, but once it's show time, let the show happen. Okay, so let me check if we have any questions before we get to the how-tos. Any questions you have, guys, you can type them in. You saw a shooting star. You are so lucky. Lucky fish. Oh, anyway, it's lucky. It's lucky season, right? Pume says, I want all the... Yes, Pume, no, you don't want extra cash. You want elephants. Shimama says, wow, things are happening behind the scenes. Let me chill. It's chill period. It's recharge period. It's charging yourself, looking yourself in the mirror and saying, what's up? What's up with me? Bume says, money, money, money. So Boss Mom says, Boss Mom says, oh yeah, what Boss Mom says, feminine energy, that means bombs, explosion of money. Of course. Feminine energy is the thing of making money happen, right? That is why rich men want slay queens. I'll tell you another day the story of how that happens. But rich men actually make money out of slay queens energy. And slay queens actually don't get paid enough for all of that, but everybody is blaming them for being slay queens, and they're actually making more money for other people than you will ever understand. Do not. Okay. Catherine says the squats in the toilet. Oh God, I don't want to go to the bathroom, especially at night. Yeah, like you swear and you swear. Ntabi Singh says, I want it all. I've been waiting for it. Yeah, please. Bonnie says, lot of money. Yes. Somebody else says, so much have been happening in my life. It has been so dark, but I understand. Girl, behind the scenes. Catherine says, all the cash, please. Okay, so now I want to talk about there's nobody else that's saying anything on Instagram, so that's great. Just check Instagram. Yes, there are no questions outside. All right, so now there are two processes that I have shared on the Goddess program that we were doing in January, because we're doing manifestation. So there is it's a money spell. What is a money spell? It's when we use our energy, emotions, and physical elements to make magic. I have explained it. So we have two money spells. We have a long-term money spell and a short-term money spell. Now let me explain why we have two. The short-term money spell is for quick money that you need tomorrow, that you need like next week, like quick money for quick things that needs to happen right now that you are caught off guard with. That is the quick money spell. Now, I mean, a lot of my clients have used it. It works. I have never used the quick money spell. I don't know why, but I'm just like probably scared of using the quick money spell because there is terms and conditions, and I'm going to explain now. And probably it's because of those terms and conditions. But again, it's just because I think I haven't been in that position in a long time where like it must like agent. Okay, so and then the long-term spell is that it's going to take you longer to see the results. Not that long. I mean, I don't mean 50 years. I just mean it will take its time to grow. So let's just say you have a tire-based tire punch, and now you need a new tire, and unfortunately you just didn't have extra money somewhere else that you could buy this tire. You could use that money spell for the tire quickly, but do not use it for things that you need it for a future. So do not use the spell, like literally, let me give it in as an example of a relationship. You wouldn't use that for a relationship, because the quick money thing is that it finishes quickly also. So you don't want a relationship that is great for 2 days and then it's gone, so you want it's for relieving you of stress. And other children, they do not want to do the long-term stuff, because the long-term has more work. They want to do the quick things. So you can't be manifesting a job, so long-term money, like you want now to earn 100,000 a month. You can't use the quick spell for earning 100,000 a month, because you don't want to earn 100,000 once and twice and then the client is gone. You want to earn that 100,000 for over 5 years, a 5-year contract, which every year will increase the amount that the client spends with you. So you want to use the long-term spell, not the short-term one. The short term is for things like the tire, like your fridge is down, like you don't have rent money for next month, like you don't have I don't know what, quick things that can't wait, but things that you just need once off. You don't want it long term. So like I'm saying, the other kids take the quick spell stuff and do it for long term things, then they cry. Like the 100,000 comes and then they are happy, and then next month it's gone and they're like, oh, what happened to my life? I'm back to square one. No, you're not back to square one. You used the stuff for the short term. And when you were thinking this thing you want it for long term. So if you want the 100,000 once off because you want to, like I'm saying, buy a fridge, and then you have a fridge for the whole entire time. You don't have to buy a fridge every month. So that is what you do it for. So two of these processes, very important to understand where you're using them. And of course, now there is a whole lot of work that has to be done for the long term, and there is work you're doing for the short term, but not much. So let me just explain some of the work for the long term. Is that number one, most important on the list, is your heart. You cannot manifest money when your heart is not in the right place with what you want and with yourself. So a lot of people are manifesting a car because my friends must see me with a new car so that they can take me serious. So they can see that I also can be able to have a soft life. I'm buying myself a new car so that I can go and show it off on Instagram. I'm buying myself a new car so that I can go to the, I don't know what, wedding or funeral and show up and she's a pass. Okay, fine. You see, now that is not a good heart, because you are literally wanting your manifestation to go and be troublesome to other people's lives. If you are buying the car so that you can feel good about it, now that is going to help you a lot in your manifestation process. So one day I bought myself this amazing cabriolet, and I take out the roof, and Jesus Christ, Lord of mercy, I look amazing and it feels good. So I actually manifested that car only by using those emotions, only by using my feminine energy and using the creation process. But I had to do it for what? Me. Not now. Do people think it's amazing? Yes. I mean, of course, I get all the other benefits, but your heart has to be in the right place. So I always tell even people that are doing, this Forex things, then they like, yeah, if you don't do Forex, you're never going to have money. How if you are broke, but you don't sell, da, 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 da. Don't do that to people. You are messing up your vibe. You're messing up your energy. Because number one, you are irritating people about your rubbish money. Like they call it your rubbish money now because you are irritating them, which means that they are sending you bad vibes. And then you think Uti abantu abagloyago is the ones that hate you. No, it's the ones that you create yourself for them to hate you, because you are not inspiring them. You are actually irritating them. And those are kind of the things that you have to understand when you're doing the long term. The short term, yeah, I mean, some of the stuff counts, but long term wise, if you want to earn 200K every month, You have to have set up the ground floor correctly. And I don't want to lie to you. You come there with the wrong heart, with the wrong intentions, it's not going to work. You would just rather not do it. So that is just one of the things. And then number two is the intention. If you're doing it just at least so that I can have, it's not going to work. Your desire has to be at 100, not a desire that is, at least desire is a lack desire. At least as long as they hire me, at least as long as they, it wouldn't work. So they are, wow, look at the time. Oh my goodness. I can't believe we're almost at the hour. I really wanted to make this 30 minutes. Okay, so you have to put in the work. Hence, I'm saying this season, this new moon season, it's a season that's going to give you time to sit in and use your inner guidance, not do anything physical about what you want, but do the inner work. Is my heart in the correct place? How am I setting the intention? How am I? So there's so many steps that are all internal work before you even do the physical stuff. Okay, so I need you to understand that there is a reason for the dark period, because you get the chance to sit down and do the internal work. Now, if you want to go and buy a snake, you don't have to do no internal work, but that is the quick thing. But then the quick thing, you will pay and you will pay and you will pay with your soul. And just, yeah, don't do that stuff. It's not gonna make you happy. But when you do this process of manifesting the correct way, you're actually gonna be more happier, because you're actually gonna notice that the things that you manifest, they actually fulfill you than just buying the things because you want to show up in life. Or those things are supposed to give you the value of, at least Nami, I can drive this. At least Nami, I can live here. At least Nami, I can buy this. At least Nami, I can go there. No. I've been there, done that. It's the most miserable thing to do to yourself. And anyway, if you get there, normally you never even just touch it. You always wish for it. You always wish for it, and it never happens. So I need you to understand that you have to do the internal work. It is more critical than the outside work. It is more critical to do the internal work than going and submitting the proposal, than going and asking for the increase. You never go and ask for the increase while you haven't done the inner work. So, okay, you get the point, right? So, now, of course, the time is totally gone. I wanted to share with you the quick one. So again, you do not want to do any spell work when you are not clear about what you want. So when I'm saying you're not clear about what you want, you are driven by what you think you should want. So, and this is, you will think this doesn't make sense, but a lot of people think they want a Mercedes. They actually want a half-day job, not a Mercedes. They will literally take a half-day job to be with their kids at home versus a Mercedes. Guys, you don't understand how important this is. Other people want to actually have less money and be at home and work for themselves at home and take care of their kids and have time to go and exercise and have time to make their meals and have time for this, than taking a fat big salary. So when you are not clear about what you want, you just asking for things that you were told by the news you need, by the magazine you need, which is whatever, a big house, da, 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 da. And that is not what you want. You are in misalignment, because the thing is this: normally the things that will truly make you happy is the ones that God said you must want. But then you get distracted by, my friend now has a girlfriend with big bums, I also want one. Why did I just make such an example? Okay. You do not want to be manifesting things that you think you should have. you should sit down and know exactly what is making you happy, because not everything makes you happy, but the things that makes you happy, they come easily to you. They walk to you when you start the manifestation process. So I don't know how to explain this so much that manifestation is so easy, but it is never going to happen if you're manifesting the wrong stuff. It's like God has in your storeroom all the things you want. Mara when you're not asking for the things in your storeroom, you're asking for things that are not in your storeroom. Then you keep getting no. Hey, you're asking for things that are in the other person's storeroom, not in your own. You can't handle the bums. You need less what. So ask for what you need, not what you think you must be asking. So that is what I'm saying. When you're doing manifestation process, guys, do not even any day when you want something, do not ever just jump into, I want this. I want 50 billion. Uzoyenzani? Really? So I had a client the other day. She was like, so I keep her saying, what do you want? She's like, I can't get it. The money I wanted, it doesn't even finish. I don't know what I'm like, damn it. You want money that doesn't finish? What is wrong with you? Just ask the damn thing that you want and stop thinking about all these things that you don't need, Because now she can't ask for what she wants, which is like 100,000, because she wants all the money in the world. How much is all the money in the world? She doesn't know. Now she's stuck. She can't have nothing, because I don't know who told her she must ask for all the money in the world. So you do not understand how critical it is. So many people are suffering in the planet because they're asking God for things God never said they should ask for. It's fine. People can make their adverts and sell you whatever they're selling. Do not be the person who is going to then go and want all of those things. And your neighbor has whatever they have because they are them. Do not want what your neighbor has. The Bible says it most. God tells you what you must have. Just want those things. I promise you, those things, you will never suffer for them. People are suffering out there. They're suffering for cars they shouldn't be having. They're suffering for houses they shouldn't be having. They're suffering for all things they shouldn't be having. They're suffering for girlfriends they shouldn't be having. This girlfriend is like, 165K when you can only afford whatever you can afford. Hey, it's not going to happen if you are not asking for what you should be asking for. So I am just warning you, it's manifestation season. Don't waste it on things that are not for you. When God says leave the job and go and start your own business, he's not telling everybody. So if God says go and get a job, not a business, he's not saying it to everybody. So please stay in your lane. Okay, so Bossman says, I would like to take a house job and freedom of time. You see, exactly. Blanca, hey. The thing about manifesting what you need is the trouble of figuring out what you actually need. True story, right? That is why you have to take time to re-evaluate, to re-understand yourself so that you can know what is it that is important to you. Because once you do not understand what is important to you, you cannot now make things happen in your life. You are just going to keep asking for the wrong things, or you're going to keep asking amiss. The Bible calls it that. You ask not. It's because you're asking wrong stuff. It's never gonna come. It's manifestation season. You're gonna get zero because you don't do. So I have this 4 hour, a whole 4 hour recording on the workshop of all the things that you must understand before you ask, so that you don't ask amiss, and then the things that you must do so that you're asking correctly. Okay. Make sure and like I said, the time is totally finished, and I don't want to start something that I won't finish, and then there's like 20,000 things of questions of what must I mix, what and what and what and what. So I just love you to get yourself that recording, sit down with yourself, understand the process of manifestation, because it will help you a lot. It will save you drama, it will save you stress, it will save you energy of doing things that are not, you're not supposed to be doing. And it will give you peace in life because you will be able to get the things you want without struggle. So it's a 4 hour, probably 5, 4 hour workshop on manifestation. You need to understand it. And then when you take it, I need you to understand that do not do the quick spell for long-term things. If it's a long-term thing that you want, do the long-term thing. The long-term has more work, but it's worth it at the end. And then for quick stuff like I need to pay my rent, I need to, whatever that you need quickly, that is not for long-term, then you can use the short spell. But doing the inner work is the most important thing. Now, even if you don't get time to do it now, this new full moon and on a Thursday and all that, you can still do the work and you can make it part of your life. You can make it part of your life that when I ask God for things, this is how I ask God. I ask God for the things He put for me. I don't ask God for things that are not for me. Now, Instagram has messed up our lives because it keeps telling us what we must be wanting, while that's not what we should be wanting. And you know what? The good thing is that all of us, when we ask the right things, we actually get all of that Instagram fun. But you do not have to suffer. You do not have to suffer. And sometimes other people end up giving up because they find that they keep wanting things, they don't get those things, and then they're like, something's wrong with me. Why don't I ever get things I want? Okay. So Catherine says things like 65K is already taken. Hi, Catherine, don't do that. You, somebody else says, please explain the short-term money spell. What exactly do we do when asking? Okay, so like I said, there is 3 parts to it when I feed. There is the emotional part, just like I was telling you. There is the spiritual part, and then there is the physical part. So there is like a whole 3 chunks that you have to put in place. So, like I was saying, for the short term, it's easy. You can do it literally tonight. Okay, fine. You don't have the recording right now. If you don't have it, you are not part of the goddess program. But then, if you had it, you check it out and do it. But let's just say you send now an email, you get it in the morning. You will be able to understand the short term. You do it tomorrow night, and you put it in place, and it's good. But follow the 3 things that you need to follow. Do the spiritual work correct, do the emotional work correct, and do the physical stuff correct. So the physical things is just things that you need to get. It's like lemon, it's not lemon, cinnamon, it's honey. What else do you need? Bay leaves, stuff in the kitchen. It's everything that you need in your kitchen. And then you have to do the spiritual part, which is laid out there, and you have to do the emotional part. But the long-term one is a 7-day period, and you have to really, really get into making sure that you are understanding the core things that you really want in your life. Because if it's going to be long-term, it's going to be something that is sustainable. So you don't want, like quick things up to do with sustainable stuff. Okay, so any other question? The time is totally gone now, like totally gone. Oh, Mrs. Klajo, your network is not great. Don't worry, we'll have the recording so you can watch it a little bit later. So let me just put my email. So it's PA. You can just send an email and ask for that recording. PA@busiseleshow.com or the 061 number on WhatsApp. Let me put in the WhatsApp number so you can just ask Sihle. IPA will help you with the recording. 061. Please, if you are going to do the 7 days, take your time and be very careful with the process. And of course, if you're doing the quick stuff, it's fine. Even there, you can be able to do it. Okay, so okay. All right, so let me just say the number. I don't know. I'm typing it. It's not going well. So it's 061. I'll also put it on the comment on the head of the heading of this. It's 061 221 5867. 061 221 5867. Repeat it again. 061 222 587. So this is like lifetime stuff. You don't have to ever worry about manifestation when you understand the core of how you manifest. Hey, Shu says, preach is supposed to preach. We tend to want things we have no business wanting. Oh, thank you so much. Love you too. Yeah. So, guys, do not waste your time in life. Do not waste your time in life wanting things that are not yours. And the things that are yours, they are so good to you, and they will make you so happy, and you will get them without troubles. You know, there are so many people who are sitting at home, they're saying they want a job while they have no business having a job. Their whole entire money is lying next to them somewhere, but they are saying they want a job. You know that there are people in businesses that are struggling so much, and they shouldn't be in business. There's a job out there of a management position where they're supposed to be a leader somewhere, and they are not there. They are trying to do some business. Baba promise extra cash. So do not do that to yourself. Sit down with yourself, do the process thoroughly, and find out what is it that you want. And I promise you, when you do that process, you will find out what you want, only you. And then you focus on that. And then when you do it, people will ask you, what is the witchcraft you're doing? Thank you so much, guys. Have a lovely night. And I'll see you on Friday. Friday, we're talking about money. Oh, guess what? Friday, we're talking about money. And, you know, this new moon is allowing us to do those things with money. So remember, it's feminine energy vibes. Do things behind the scenes, because even when it looks dark, things are happening behind the scenes. Do your behind the scenes work, retreat, take time, and make sure that you're understanding who you are, and then manifest. Thank you so much. Good night. Bye-bye.